Hello? Hello? Why is this not working? Cody, can you hear me? Hello? Anybody there? Hello, anybody there? Hey, what's going on, Cody? Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get you onto the board. Can you hear me? Oh, come on. Why aren't you working? Can you hear me? Hello? I just had you. Where'd you go? Hello, Cody? Oh. Come on. There we go. Awesome. I got you now. Can you hear me? I just had you. I had you there for a second. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Can you hear me? How about now? I just had you for a second ago. Where'd you go? Hey, Cody, can you hear me? Ah, there you are. This is my first time having a guest using the Bluetooth on the Rodecaster, so now I got you. I could, as many, I mean, I'm only on here for an hour, but if you want to just do a first half hour, by all means, we could just cover the Cubs section, and then I could just work on the White Sox section myself. Yeah, because we're going to start off. That's what we're going to start off first is Cubs. Since they're the ones that making the trades right now, they're pretty much active right now. So we'll go ahead and start with them, and then at the bottom of the hour, I'll let you go. And let me first say thank you for doing this. I appreciate it. And we're just going to have some fun here now. Okay, so we're going to be starting here in about 5, 6. We're going to start right now. So I'm going to do the top of the hour, and then we'll get right into it. It's 5 o'clock. I'm Robbie Lopez with your SportsTownChicago.com update powered by the Illinois Media School. If interested in a career in media, go to BeOnAir.com. Cubs have made several trades over the weekend and today. Cubs have traded pitcher Scott Eros to the Yankees for Yankees number 7 pitching prospect Hayden Wadinsky. The 24-year-old righty had a 3.51 ERA with 83 strikeouts and 28 walks in 89 and 2/3 innings, 19 starts with a Triple-A Scranton Wilkes Bear this season. Cubs are off tonight and head to St. Louis for a 3-game series that starts tomorrow. Cubs send pitcher Keegan Thompson, while St. Louis will send their ace pitcher Adam Ringwhite. First pitch at 6:45. White Sox are back in action tonight after taking 2 out of 3 games from Oakland over the weekend. Kansas City Royals come to town to take on the White Sox for 3 games. White Sox send pitcher Michael Kopech to the mound, while Kansas City sends Brad Keller. First pitch is at 7:10. White Sox have not made any trades just yet, but word out there is White Sox are looking at Andrew Chafin of the Detroit Tigers are on their radar. Ian Rappaport of the NFL said Bears have received calls and have held trade talks for offensive tackle Tavon Jenkins. The former second-round pick has drawn interest based on his potential. A situation to watch. Bears are back at practice after opening week of training camp at Hallis Hall. Bears are gearing up for their first preseason game, which is next week against Kansas City's Chiefs. Fresh off making All-NBA second team, Chicago Bulls star DeMar DeRozan is signing a new 4-year deal with Nike that keeps him as the future face of Kobe Bryant's iconic line. This has been your Sports Town Update powered by the Illinois Media School. If interested in media, go to beonair.com.
My goodness, the Bears season's going to end on a double point.
Welcome back to Robbie's World of Sports. What's going on, everybody? It is a wonderful day here in Chicago, Lombard, Illinois. And I got to say, it's an honor to have this gentleman join me on my sports show. Let me introduce you to him. He's none other than Cody Delmendo of CHGO podcasting. He also does the CHGO Cubs podcasting. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you into our show. Cody, are you there? Awesome. Thank you again for joining, for letting me do this and having you on the show. So we're going to get right to it. As of now, as you may know, the MLB trade deadline is tomorrow, and we already got some action going on. And we're going to start off by talking about the Chicago Cubs. But first, if you could do me a quick favor, go to my social media platforms at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now YouTube, all at Robbie's World of Sports. You can catch all the action. I also have a Twitter poll going on with the trade that the Cubs made with the Yankees. Let me know if that was a good move or a bad move. Go to Robbie World of Sports on Twitter and let me know what you think of that trade. So we'll get right into it. Cody, I saw your podcast earlier today. You guys were talking about the recent moves that the Chicago Cubs made. Scott Efros is going to the Yankees for a pitcher, a young pitcher, I should say, in Hayden. I just had his name here for a second. Hayden Wininsky. He's a 24-year-old righty. For some of my viewers that haven't caught your podcast, do you believe that this is a good move for the Chicago Cubs? Yep. Hmm. Yeah, I think so too. I believe as many Cubs fans out there, I was really surprised too when I saw Scott Efron's his name being thrown out there. Well, obviously being dealt and everything. He had a solid first half. I love the way he came out of the bullpen for us. That's since why the Yankees went out and got him. But in return, I think we have a really good, solid pitcher for next season and many years to come with Hayden. And I don't know if you got a chance to see the video of his command and his slider, but that pitch looks ridiculous. I saw a couple of times, and I'm like, yeah, we got a really good guy in return, and I'm really anxious to see him, like you said, maybe end of August, beginning of September when they do the September call-ups. We'll really get to see what this kid is all about coming hopefully soon. And then what do you think about the Chris Martin trade to LA Dodgers? Well, you think that was the right move for the Cubs to do? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, I hope. Oh, I don't know. Did we lose him? I think I kind of lost him for a second. Hold on. There we go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely going to future that could be moved at the end of this at the end of the day or maybe tomorrow. I know you guys talked about it on your podcast, but I think I mentioned it in your comments that possibly maybe Rowan Witt could be traded also. Um, Brandon Hughes, I believe, could be a possibility of another trade piece. The mystery of all this is just what is Jed Hoya thinking of doing to this team? Is he going to, is he trying to better this team for the future, or is it just, as Cubs fans, is it just another dreadful season after season after season until we finally replenish this farm system again? Or is it just, is he right? Is he making the right moves for what we have with this team? Hmm. No. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you what you said there. I think they concentrate on what they have now, move the pieces that they do, and then we'll see what 2023 looks like. I believe the payroll will we well, let me ask you, will we have any money for next year's free agency? Because I don't know the number on that right now, but I believe they'll have some money next year or going into the offseason to either grab a couple of these, prize players are that are reaching free agency right now. So, I mean, the question is will they have enough money to go out and get one of these key pieces that could help this team go in the right direction come 2023? Yeah, I agree. Yep. Hmm. Product. Oh, immediately. Exactly. No, I agree. I agree with the moves that they started making in 2018. Like you said, it was just we didn't know what was going on. Like we were all wondering, like, why are we getting rid of these players? And it just seems to me that like the Cubs, you said it, the Cubs organization just did not want to pay these players, the Bryants, the Rizzos, the Baez, and we traded them. But we didn't trade them for the right pieces. Like I felt like we didn't get back what we should have gotten back for these players. They were our top players on that team, and we barely got anything in return. So, like you said, and I agree with you, with Contreras and Hep, they need to go out and get more of these prospects or make it seem interesting enough for us fans to be like, okay, they made that trade good enough for us. We got a lot back in return. So it's not like we're like back in 2019, we're like, well, we didn't get anything from Chris Bryant. We really didn't get anything for Javi Baez. So hopefully this time around, they get enough pieces. I think I lost them again. Oh, come on. They'll come back. But it's like I said, it's like hopefully Jed Hoyer makes the right decisions come tomorrow and gets the right prospects for Wilson Contreras and Ian Happ, because these are players that are very competitive. They can play every day, and hopefully we can get something in return. Come on, reconnect. Come on. But continue what I was saying. I think this time around, we got two great players in Contreras and Happ. We cannot just trade these players away just for bare minimum. We have to hopefully get something in return. Hopefully they're players that are either MLB ready or close to MLB ready, and that by next year, some of these players that we get back are ready to compete next year for us and more in years to come. We're having a little technical difficulties with Cody. Let's see if he's going to come through. Come on. Just trying to reconnect. But we'll leave it at that. Coming up next on Robbie's Roll of Sports, we continue Cubs talk with Cody Delmendo and what the Cubs will look like after the trade deadline, right here on SportsTownChicago.com. Why am I having trouble with this? Oh, why are you saying mobile?
That's my option for a charity tax. And then again, they just need done crazy to really get any kind of
Are you there? Hey, Cody. Hey, Cody. Sorry, you kind of cut out there for a second. We just took a commercial break. We're going to come back in about 1:30.
Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay
I don't know why it's doing it. Let me see. Let me do this again.
Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects. more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters.
772.
The Illinois Center for Broadcasting is now the Illinois Media School. We've been an institution in the Chicagoland area now for 30 years. Because the
Your
broadcasting
call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
Not only are we teaching radio and television production, but now you can learn all aspects of the media industry, like web design. You can even specialize in TV or film, sports broadcasting, and even sales. No matter where you are in the Chicagoland area, we have a campus near you. The Illinois Media School. Be on TV, be on radio, be on air.com.
Yo, check us out. We are the go-to guys. I'm your boy Space.
I'm your boy MC.
Check us out every Thursday.
4 to 5 p.m.
Spitting all facts, all sports, all day.
Yes, sir. We'll see you at Cody's Crib.
Hey, Cody.
Keeping you up to date with all the latest sports news.
Hey, Cody, what's up? I'm sorry I had a lost connection there for a second, but I got you back online. We're going back into it right now. Oops. Welcome back to Robbie's World of Sports. You're listening to on SportsTownChicago.com. With me, I have Cody Delmendo.
Take that exit and get to the Southern Cafe, home of the nasty Mr. Rosa. Get over there and try the chicken fried chicken biscuit made with Southern Cafe's house made drop biscuit, buttermilk chicken fried chicken, some other country gravy, top of shredded cheddar, and crumbled cheese. I always say that you go to the Southern Cafe. They serve you everything. I love the little like outdoor seating in Southern Cafe. Great outdoor seating area that helps social business. And I get the right out 6:30 a.m.
Brandon Keller was scratched. Daniel Lynch will start.
Dorothy, you're breaking up. Did I mention to slow it down when we asked the court for the fun for let's play ball? I heard that. Reduce your risk of cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. Right? Brought to you by the American Cancer Society, the American Diabetes Association, and the American Heart Association, the American Association.
Alert! Alert! You know I'm maxed out right now. If your credit rating is making you and others around you rich, there's only one thing to do, and that's to turn to the professionals at Credit Solutions. Even if your credit is less than perfect, we'll help you get back on track. You can do it. We can help. Call today or visit creditsolutions.net for your free credit check rewards.
SportsTownChicago.com. Mondays and Fridays from 2 to 3 p.m.
Franchise defining quarterbacks. College football. Look to part of making through the season at Michigan State coach some more Big Ten talk. Here's something you weren't expecting. All of that and more. Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
Welcome back to Robbie's World of Sports. I'm your host, Robbie Lopez. I just want to give a big thank you to Cody Delmendo of CHGO. Hopefully we'll have him again soon. So we're going to get right into it. Our next topic is the Chicago White Sox. They have not made any trades so far. They're the team that needs to make some trades, but they've been silenced so far. No word on who or what they're planning on doing. There was a report earlier today that they were looking at Andrew Chafin of the Detroit Tigers, but there was no word on if they were serious about that move. A quick update on the White Sox-Royals game today. Brad Keller will not be pitching tonight due to an injury. He is being replaced with Daniel Lynch. He will be starting against the White Sox today. So that was just a quick update that I just saw recently. It just popped up on my feed that Brad Keller is not pitching tonight for the Kansas City Chiefs. So with that being said, it's interesting to see what the Chicago White Sox are going to do tomorrow. If they don't make any trades tonight, what are they going to do tomorrow? They definitely need pitching. They need some back of the end rotation guys. Maybe another starting pitcher. You take Michael Kopech and pull him in the bullpen. I think a lot of people are saying that, that the White Sox need another fourth or fifth pitcher. That way you can come and take Michael Kopech and put him in the bullpen, which he shined last year in the bullpen. So, and I'm not saying that he hasn't shined this year as a starting pitcher because he's been right up there along with Giolito, and we haven't really seen much of Lynn because he's been hurt. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Chicago White Sox do. Right now, I don't have anything right now on word if they're interested in anybody, who are they interested in. It really is going to come down to, are they going to be – listen, they are a playoff team. They're fighting in this Central Division with the Twins and Cleveland. They're right in there. So I'm not anticipating this team to be a seller in the next 24 hours. So they got to find someone, or they're looking for someone to help take this team to a whole new level, because right now they don't have the relievers that can carry this team past the postseason. I don't see it. I really don't see this team doing anything if they don't go out and make a trade. I don't care. I'm not going to say I don't care. They have to make a trade to keep their fan base coming to the stadium. Because if you don't, I guarantee you some of these White Sox fans are going to be very disappointed. They're already disappointed in the way this team is being performed right now. Every expert that I've talked to had this team winning the AL Central Division by many games, and at least a team that could possibly fight the Yankees, the Houstons. Another team that's very surprising right now is Seattle. I mean, but if they don't do anything in the next 24 hours, if they don't trade for a pitcher, back of the end rotation guy, or a reliever, because they definitely need some relieving help, I don't know. I don't know what Han is thinking. I don't know what some of these executives, Kenny Williams, which I'm not even a Sox fan, but I know Kenny Williams is like a cancer cell. He just can't get rid of him. I think he's a horrible front office guy. I mean, I think Rick Hahn could do a way better job than Kenny Williams. That's just my opinion. But if they don't get anybody, and I'm telling you, Sox fans are going to be they're just going to be anguish with this team. They already don't like Tony. I think they need to get rid of Tony. They need another reliever or another manager that's going to take this team in a different direction that the front office wants them to take. Tony is not the guy to take this team anywhere. I don't think he's the right person to take this team to the playoffs, let alone win a World Series. I don't think he's the right manager. But they got to do something, and they got to do something quick, because they need the help. They need the help. They're only, I think the last time I saw, they were only like 3 games behind Cleveland, or behind Minnesota. They're 2 games behind Minnesota for first place. So this team is in the picture. They're in the playoff picture. But if they don't make those moves and they don't get the right pieces to move this team past the Yankees are making moves. They just acquired one of the Cubs relievers to bolster their bullpen, and they're on the hunt to win this World Series. They haven't won a World Series since 2009. I'm telling you, the Yankees, they're for real. They are for real. They are dying for a championship. That's how long that fan base is waiting for a World Series. It's been a long time since the Yankees won a World Series. So they're pulling all the strings. They're making all the right trades. They're finding all the right pieces for this team. So White Sox fans, you better get a hold of Rick Hahn, Kenny Williams, someone, let them know. Let them know how you feel the way the team is going in the direction. They have to find someone to kind of get this team over the hump. They're dealing with a lot of injuries. Lynn is hurt again. No word on Luis Roberts. We don't know if he's coming back. They already he's already out for the series with the Royals, so they don't know if when he's coming back. So Sox, you got a lot of things to do in the next 24 hours. You better hope that the front office is going to make some moves tomorrow. If not tonight, tomorrow, first thing in the morning. You better wake up. You better put it on Sports Center. You better put on MLB Network and follow the news of where the White Sox is going. And if they don't make moves, I don't see you guys going to the playoffs. I don't see you guys winning this division. But prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. So coming up next on Robbie's World of Sports, we're going to get into other MLB trades. The Yankees have been busy. San Diego Padres have been busy. And other teams. Find out who is going where right here on Robbie's World of Sports.
What's up, Chicago? You're L. I mean L. I'm looking for good urban food 24/7. Come down to White College Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White College Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg under butter. Whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White College is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Hey, come down here later. Never close at White College Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitecollege.com for order for food, eat, or grub bug anytime, any day.
Daddy, when you look at me, I can see a real son. About what am I going to be when I grow up? A major league first baseman? Maybe a point guard for the national team.
The odds of a child becoming a professional athlete are 1 in 16,000. Far-fetched? Maybe. But did you know the odds of a child being diagnosed with autism are 1 in 166? That's right, 1 in 166. To learn the science of autism, go to autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Go to Lux Barbershop for the best barbers and stylists in Plainfield, Illinois. I go there when I have an important event, date, or I just want to look good. The straight razor shave will have you looking fresh and smooth. Lux Barbershop is open 7 days a week. Go to Lux Barbershop for the finest barbers, stylists, breeders, and massage therapists in the southern suburbs. Check out all their daily deals on Facebook, Instagram, and luxbarbershop.com. Hi, this is Joe Perry and Steve Tyler of Aerosmith for Red. You know, it's okay to rock and roll the party down. Just don't get in at 2,000-pound forward when you're done cocked. Please don't drink and drive. I wanna jaded you. A reminder that friends don't let friends drive drunk. All these services is brought to you by the Ad Council, the U.S. Department of Transportation, National Association of Broadcasters, and
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Robbie's World of Sports. I'm your host, Robbie. We're going to get right into it. Other MLB trades that are happening on right now. And like I said earlier, before we had gone to commercial, the New York Yankees have been busy the last couple of hours. And they are making trades. They are serious about winning the World Series this year, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you what the Yankees have done so far. The Yankees earlier have made trades with the Chicago Cubs. They just made a trade with the Oakland A's. And they recently, over the weekend, had made the trade with the Royals for outfielder Andrew Benintendi. They go out, and earlier today they went and made a trade with Oakland to get Frankie Montes and Lou Trevino. A's will get left-hand pitcher Ken Walchuk and J.P. Sears, right-handed pitcher Luis Medina, and second base Cooper Bowman. And again, obviously, earlier today with the Chicago Cubs, they get Scott Efrons. I honestly think that the Yankees are the team to beat now. They made all the right moves to go ahead and make a deep postseason run. The Yankees are serious. They're not playing. This is the first year that the Yankees are not playing come trade deadline. In recent years, we've seen them not make any moves to just making a few moves, but they're really serious about this year. And they have gone out and went above and beyond. They have gotten the right pieces for this team. They got some pitching now, some relief for that bullpen. They've been hurt by injuries, so they had to go out and get some of these players because of the injuries that they had in the recent weeks. So look out for the New York Yankees in the AL division because they just bumped up ahead of Houston, Minnesota, Seattle, Boston, all those other teams in the AL. They're the front runners now. And like I went to say earlier, the Chicago White Sox need to make some moves in order to compete with this team now. They're the favorites, I believe, in the AL Central or in the AL division. The New York Yankees are the favorite to win that conference. In other moves, San Diego went out and made a monster blockbuster move with the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers sent Josh Hader to the San Diego Padres. Now they have a closer now. Padres sent a 5-player in return. So the Brewers get left-hand pitcher Taylor Rogers, right-handed pitcher Dilson Lambert, left-handed pitcher Robert Gazer, which is the Padres' number 7 prospect, outfielder Ruiz, which is the Padres' number 28 prospect. So there's another team that's just gotten better in the NL Central or the NL division. San Diego Padres. They move ahead of the Dodgers. I'm trying to think who else is the Dodgers, the Braves, the Mets. So who knows? It could be a Padres-Yankees World Series come in October. But some of these teams, they got a lot of homework to do in the next 24 hours to make some moves, to make some blockbuster trades. They need to find the right pieces in order to get their team deep into the postseason. And this is what the trade deadline is all about. It's about finding the right pieces to make a deep postseason run. That's why we have this trade deadline. It's not about the future anymore, or it's not about can we get the right piece, the right player for the right price, for the right package of prospects. This trade deadline is all about trying to get the right players for a deep postseason run. And so far, from what I'm seeing, the Yankees are the front runners for the AL division, and now the San Diego Padres went out and got a closer, which they desperately needed, and now they made that team the favorites, in my opinion, in the NL. So hopefully we'll see what happens. And I'm gonna go. So, like I said earlier in our show, I put up a poll about whether the trade with the Yankees was a good or bad move, and so far, I got. If I can bring it up. There it is. So the poll question was the Scott Efrons was the Scott Efrons trade to the Yankees the right move? And 95.5% says yes, with a 4.5% saying no. So a lot of Chicago Cubs fans believe that that was the right move for the Cubs to trade Scott Efrons to the Yankees. I believe we got a promising young arm. We'll see what he's like. Hopefully, come at the end of the month or the beginning of September when they do the September call-ups. We'll get a glimpse of what this guy's about. I saw videos already out there in Twitter. The stuff that this kid brings, that the video of his slider is just ridiculous. To move that ball 20 inches or 20 plus whatever movement, I mean, he could put it, wherever on that plate. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can do come end of October, beginning of September. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. Wilson Contreras, if he's being moved, there's a great chance that he could. Ian Happ could be moved. Drew Smiley is another pitcher that could be on the move. It's going to be interesting. Tomorrow's deadline ends at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be interesting to see who gets moved next. But I want to thank everyone their time for tuning into my show, Robbie's World of Sports, right here on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. It's been a fun day. Happy Monday to everybody. Again, thank you to Cody Delmendo of CHG for coming on my show and talking Cubs with me. Go ahead and check him out on Twitter. Let's see, Cody_CHG. You can find him there. And then go ahead and follow me on all my Instagram or all my social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, all at Robbie's World of Sports. Have a wonderful Monday, everybody. Until then, I'll talk to you guys next week. Hopefully, we'll talk about the trades after the trade deadline. Hopefully, it's some good news. Hopefully, Wilson Contreras doesn't get moved, but other players will. But we'll see. We'll see what comes next after tomorrow. So we'll see. We don't know. Maybe he stays. Maybe he doesn't stay. We'll see. Well, thank you all for tuning in. I had a wonderful time. Until then, we'll see you guys next Monday right here on SportsTownChicago.com. Again, follow me on all my social media platforms at Robbie's World of Sports. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Until then, have a wonderful Monday and a wonderful week. And we'll see you all next week right here at 5 o'clock. Thank you all for tuning in. Until then, stay easy and stay breezy, everybody.